Here's to good friends, the ones we hold dear, the ones who will tell us what we need to hear, the ones who love us, right or wrong, and to all those good friends that give you this song.
Well, hello, good friends, and welcome back to The Last Walk, Remember When, with your host, Ron Baumbach. We're going back in time again to the fun time. So, get up off your easy chair, walk over to that fridge, as we called it the icebox. Reach way in the back, get some cubes from that tray, pull up that little lever, pop them out, put them in a tall glass, take some Tang from that orange container that the astronauts invented when they went up to the moon. Stir in a little bit of powder, pour in some water, stir it so it's nice and smooth, so it sizzles and fizzles and tickles your nose. Reach up in the cupboard. How about an O. Henry bar? Go back to your easy chair, turn on your lava lamp, close your eyes. It's storytelling time. The Last Walk is back.
Life is too short, we get only one turn. With luck we find beauty, but we sometimes get burned. But if you've had a true friend, or perhaps love, you've experienced a piece of heaven above.
Well, friends, we're going to do something a little bit different today. We're going back into the 50s and 60s. We're going to play a little trivia. Test your mind, see how much you recall from being a child in front of the boob tube when you watched the TV commercials of our youth. Now, if you recall, you could not fast forward. There was no DVR, no VCR, no USB, no streaming, no Netflix, none of that stuff when we were kids. We had channels 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, and a bunch of things on UHF. If you wanted to watch a show, you had to sit through the commercials, unless you made it to the bathroom really quick and made it back in time for the second half of the Andy Griffith Show. So, we're going to play along, going to play some tunes, some commercial jingles, and see how well you are at naming them. Here's the first one.
My bologna has a first name, it's O-S-C-A-R. My bologna has a second name, it's M-A-Y-E-R. Oh, I love to eat it every day, and if you ask me why, I'll say, 'cause Oscar Mayer has a way with B-O-L-O-G-N-A.
Oscar Mayer, the first name in Bologna.
How's that?
So did you get it right? Oscar Mayer Bologna. Now, I don't know about you, but I didn't call it Bologna. I called it Bologna. So obviously that guy back then didn't know that even though it pronounces as if Bologna, most people I know called it Bologna, and that's no baloney. Do you know this one?
I don't want to grow up, I'm a Toys R Us kid. They got a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with. I don't want to grow up, I'm a Toys R Us kid. They got the best for so much less, you really flip your lid. From bikes to trains to video games, it's the biggest toy store there is.
Gee whiz!
I don't want to grow up, 'cause baby if I did, I couldn't be a Toys R Us kid. More games, more toys, oh boy, I want to be.
No, your hearing aids aren't breaking down. It wasn't the fact that you didn't put the batteries in this morning. Perhaps the volume on that tape, unless my good buddy Mike could have fixed it. In the great state of Tennessee in the studios, I had a problem getting that thing to be a little loud. But back in the day, we heard it well. That was a Toys R Us kids. You wanted to be a Toys R Us kids. And where is Toys R Us? It's gone. What happened to the toy stores? Now, do you recall this commercial from our youth on TV?
Give me a break, give me a break, break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Give me a break, give me a break, break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Now, I always loved Kit Kat bars, and I still do. I know they're still around. You still get them in the store. The first thing I always do when I get them, Do you do the same thing? I always break them in half. I don't know why I do that. And I wish they would put peanut butter inside of them. They have cracker stuff in there, but in my mind, the best thing would be if they combine Reese's Pieces and Kit Kat, make it a Kit Kat peanut butter bar. Then I'm all in. How about this one as we recollect our memories from our days gone by?
Tough getting out of bed to face all the chores ahead. Till that aroma comes through when the Folgers starts to brew. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
Folgers is mountain-grown coffee, and the rich aroma of mountain-grown beans makes Folgers one coffee made with the morning in mind.
Now things are feeling right. You see the morning in a whole new light. There's hard work to be done, another day yet to be won. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
Now, obviously, that's for Folgers Coffee. Now, my favorite coffee back in the day was chock full of nuts. For some reason, I loved the chock full of nuts booth and the chock full of nuts coffee. But I also enjoyed Folgers. But the best thing about coffee, in my mind, is that smell of coffee in the morning. And that commercial says it all. There's nothing better than laying in bed and smelling that aromatic sense of coffee permeating through the walls. Isn't that really good? And as you get ready, get your next cup, what show or what commercial was this one about?
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy got nuts.
Mounds don't.
Almond Joy's got rich good chocolate. Coconut and orange nuts too. Mounds got deep dark chocolate and chewy coconut. Ooh.
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't.
Peter Paul Almond Joy's got nuts.
Peter Paul Mounds don't.
Because
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
Of course, that's Almond Joy, Mounds Almond Joy. But wasn't there another candy bar they made, Mounds, just called Mounds? I think it just had coconut in it, no almonds. I used to go back and forth which one I wanted most, the Mounds or the Almond Joy? Almond Joy or the Mounds? Which one was your favorite? Now, as we moving along, singing a song, singing our happy days, the next commercial may trigger some memories for you as well. Let's let it roll.
I'd like to buy the world a home and furnish it with love. Grow apple trees and honey bees and snow white turtle doves. I'd like to teach the world to sing with me. Perfect harmony, perfect harmony. I'd like to buy the world a home and keep it company. That's the real thing. I like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony and me. And I'd like to buy the world a coat and keep it company. It's the real thing. What the world wants today is the real thing. What the world wants today is the real.
Did you know what that was for? Now, many people thinking back when they hear it, they say, was it Pepsi or Coke? Obviously, it was Coke. It's the real thing. Now, I have a personal connection to that. Someone very close to me in my life, years ago when this was being filmed, was walking down the streets of Manhattan. She's a very attractive blonde, and some producer walked up to her and said, would you like to be in a commercial? And they started telling her all about the commercial, and it was the Coke commercial, the real thing. And lucky for me, she said no, and then I walked into her life. And that's my real thing.
Oh, I've been so lucky and I've been so blessed. In spite of my failings, I've found success. For I've known love and I've known good times, and I have known friendship and written some rhymes.
So let's keep our commercial game going. We're rolling and playing in the snow here with these commercials from the past. Can you guess the name of the product that this one is all about?
Reach out and touch someone. Reach out, call up and just say hi. Reach out and touch someone.
Wherever you are, you're never too far. They're waiting to share your day. Reach out and touch someone.
Reach out and touch someone far away. Give them a call.
Now, folks nowadays would have a problem relating to this. Because as you know, way back when, there was one phone company, Belle, AT&T. We didn't have all these Sprints and we have T-Mobile and AT&T and Verizon and who knows whatever we got here. So many different things. But back then we had one single company, and they ran the world with telephones, or at least they ran the USA. And they had those solid phones that were heavy as lead. You pick it up, you had to do a rotary dial, use a pencil to go around. You made one mistake, do the whole thing over again. Whoa, was that different back in our day. And that was an ad for AT&T as we reached out and touched someone on your princess phone. Let's keep this thing going. Can you name this one coming up right now?
Leaves legs smoother, longer than shaving. Cotton rubbed on both legs proves it. The Nair leg is smoother.
If you dare wear short, Nair for short.
Nair with baby oil, Nair with aloe vera, and new Nair roll-on for bikini area and underarms.
That, of course, was Nair products. The things that women use to get rid of the hair on their legs. I never knew why men didn't use that to get rid of hair on our face, while we use the straight edge and the electric razor. I wonder if Nair would do that thing, or maybe it may cause issues. Anyway, that was a pretty commercial. You may have enjoyed it. Now, moving along, singing a song, playing his commercial game. Can you remember the name of the next one?
Stars, green clovers, and blue diamonds. After this good nutritious breakfast. Oh, they're coming. I'll make a snowmobile and zoom away.
Frosted Lucky Charms.
They're magically delicious.
Of course, that's Lucky Charms. Magically delicious. Probably because we had sugar in those things. Remember getting Sugar Smacks or getting the ones that were just Smacks? Which one did you like better? Obviously the Sugar Smacks. Or the Sugar Pops or the Corn Pops. I like Tricks. I also like Kicks. But Tricks somehow tasted better than Kicks. And now let's see which song is this for which commercial going back when we were children.
Meow 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 meow
New Meow Mix Tender Centers. Cats ask for it by name.
meow.
If you had a cat, you knew you were Meow Mix. And the furry little fuzzy things doing their meow meow meow. Now, I don't know about you, but I think I know this one.
You worked too hard, you ate too much, the cheesecake made you greedy. Let your aching head and stomach hear this message from old Speedy. AlkaSeltzer, plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is. Those Speedy bubbles relieve your upset stomach and headache fast. For acid indigestion alone, AlkaSeltzer Gold. Oh, what a relief it is. What a relief.
That, of course, was AlkaSeltzer. Now, I don't know what the name of that character was. A little guy, looked like maybe he was called Speedy. That's right. I think it was Speedy, because he made your stomach feel better and your head get better. Did you ever take an AlkaSeltzer? You put that big round disc in a glass of water, and it fizzles and sizzles. Maybe it fizzles and sizzles and tickles your nose. Who knows? Anyway, back in college, we did a commercial. We had to do a group floor show for the whole campus. and our floor decided to pick the AlkaSeltzer commercial. And my job was to go up and be the guy who raised his hand for the commercial as if we were going to talk about AlkaSeltzer, and instead I let out a big belch. We didn't say a word, but we got really good applause, and I think we may have won the contest for all the floors in Marist College. Those were the days. And these are the days too. What commercial is this?
So kiss a little longer, stay close a little longer, hold tight a little longer, longer with Big Red. That Big Red freshness lasts right through it. Your fresh breath goes on and on. While you chew it, say goodbye a little longer, make it last a little longer. Give your breath long-lasting freshness with Big Red.
Now that was a chewing gum called Big Red. I don't know if Big Red's still around. It must have been like a air freshener, a breath freshener type of thing. I don't recall using it. I remember we had breath mint and Listerine, those little tabs and little spray bottles. But I guess I could have used Big Red back in the day. Maybe Big Red's still there for kids to use when they go out on their dates. But guess what, folks?
That's all, folks.
Here's to good friends, the ones we hold dear, the ones who will tell us what we need to hear, the ones who love us right or wrong, and to all those good friends who give you this song.
You've been listening to The Last Walk, Remember When, with your host, Ron Baumbach. And a special thanks to YouTube, and to all those commercials from the past, and to Porky the Pig, and the Looney Tunes, and of course to Paul Cassone for the great song Here's to Good Friends heard throughout our show. And I'm indebted to my buddy Mike, and I think this show must have caused a little bit of gray hair to come out because of all the volume issues we had up and down as I try to put these things together. Great Mike in his studio in the great state of Tennessee, where he works so hard to make our show and our voice sound so much better. The book, The Last Walk on a Block, is available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com. It's a Nook print and Kindle version. Now go back to your TV set and watch those commercials, and look forward to seeing you next week on The Last Walk, Remember When.
Here's to good friends, the ones we hold dear, the ones who will tell us what we need to hear, the ones who love us right or wrong, and to all those good friends who give you this song. And to all those good friends who give you this song.